our first award recipient this evening. She first developed her love for Gaelic football and education while attending national school in Rockchapel, North Cork. She is one of only 4 players to have tallied an incredible 11 senior All-Ireland medals, and she played every minute of every final in which she and Cork were successful. Described by her opponents as formidable and by commentators as one of the greatest full-backs to ever play the game, she is a 7-time All-Star and has become a wonderful ambassador for ladies football. Earlier this year, she announced her retirement as a player from the game that she loves. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love for you to give a massive warm welcome to our 2019 recipient of the UL Alumni Award for Outstanding Contribution to Sport, Ms. Bríd Stack.
Great.
So can I start by saying, Bríd, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
And somebody thought I was joking when I said the award for the best dressed was going to a 5-week-old baby. Will you explain the 5-week-old baby? It's yours.
Yeah.
She's a 5-week-old baby, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope he stays quiet now for this.
And he's in a tiny tuxedo. It is, without doubt, the cutest thing you will ever see. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you on stage this evening. You're certainly no stranger to awards. So what does it mean to you now personally to be honoured by your alma mater?
Oh, well, it's a fantastic recognition, I suppose, for myself and for my family. I suppose I remember coming into secondary school and all I wanted to be was a PE teacher, and UL was the only college that I wanted to go to. I suppose that coupled with a massive love of sport, I definitely wanted to be instilled in everything sporting in UL, and I had a fantastic experience, thankfully, from start to finish.
Oh, that's great. And now you also credit your parents with ensuring that your commitment never waned. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I suppose like any set of parents, they want what's best for you and they go over and beyond for you from the very start. And thankfully my parents instilled a massive, I suppose, discipline in me and respect for others, and always trying to, I suppose, reach my potential. And thankfully, I suppose that as well, Mum and Dad are both teachers, so I couldn't really get away from the academia either. But Dad was the local principal, so he...
no escaping.
Yeah, and he threw me into sport from the very start. So when the boys' team were short a couple of players, I got launched in with them. Like so,
yeah. At the deep end. They're both here tonight, are they?
Yeah, Mum, Dad, and Cork, and his parents. And
lovely. Well, it's lovely to have you all here. Going back to your student days on campus, and I'm wondering, you captained the UL team to O'Connor Cup success in 2007, while also playing for Cork and studying for your degree. Talk about multitasking. How did you manage to do all those things?
Well, I suppose there's many people juggle a lot of things, much like everyone here. But I suppose when you're doing something that you enjoy, it doesn't really feel like much of a challenge or much of a task, to be honest. And I had such a fantastic group of friends in UL that I played with on the UL team. And travelling up and down the road to Cork, it seemed like no journey to another group of great friends. And I suppose, as I said, I was over the moon to get my dream course, and I suppose to get paid to teach PE doesn't seem like it makes sense. But thankfully, I've had very much a lot of opportunities. But definitely, I found it very easy to juggle all of those.
I know you announced earlier this year that you were retiring as a player. Do you miss the playing of the team sports, or was having a baby like your own little team sport?
Yeah, it was a bit of a marathon there, all right, at the end. But look, I suppose I miss the intensity massively, of course. I suppose there's nothing quite like running out onto Croke Park on All-Ireland final day, and there's certainly nothing like the couple of minutes after the final whistle goes and you have won an All-Ireland with your best friends. But look, I'll continue to play sport, definitely. I'm playing with my club, and maybe I might need to have an oxygen tank strapped to my back there, I suppose, in the coming years. But I love sport so much, and I can definitely see myself getting involved in ladies football for many years to come.
Now, I was told you're on a career break. I thought it was maternity leave at the minute, considering, again, can we just mention the 5-week-old baby? And I'm wondering, you know, having moved into the business world, because sports and academia were such focus when you were a youngster, was it a natural progression into business?
No, I suppose it happened organically, really, in the last couple of years. Myself, my husband Cork, and his two brothers, Fikra and Fionn, we set up our own health supplements and sports supplements business, and all four of us would be very heavily involved in sport, and maybe we were trying to prolong our sporting career as long as possible, and it was either, you know, maybe go down a supplements route or maybe down a can of WD-40 to try to keep going. So we said we'd go with the supplements, and I suppose my husband Cork, it's his brainchild really, and we all looked into it and thankfully saw that it was something viable. And it's been fantastically enjoyable, definitely. All four of us are teachers as well, and I suppose a couple of years ago when, you know, the long hours of teaching and then coming into the long hours of trying to set up the initial stages of a business, I made the decision to take a career break and kind of help with the day-to-day running. I went back doing an area of study as well, and so I suppose it was just a natural progression, but thankfully it's gone from strength to strength. And as I said, I love being involved in sport and being surrounded by sports people and meeting new sports people and learning new things and challenging myself, so I found it very enjoyable.
You are a fantastic woman, such a high achiever. Thank you so much. It's just amazing to hear this background. The only thing I'm a tiny bit disappointed about is the little fella gone to bed.
No, he's there.
I thought we'd have a Lion King moment where they lift up the baby.
He's making a pity of the four grandparents there anyway, so he's doing a good job.
Look at his little moment of glory there. Definitely the youngest here tonight. Well, congratulations. Zooming in on the camera, so cute. You will be able to tell him he had his first close-up at 5 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say now he's going to have high expectations if he's used to black ties after black tie events after 5 weeks. So,
well, thank you so much. Congratulations once again. I'll let you take your beautiful bog soldier as you leave. Thank you so much. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Bríd Stack.